And we are playing Adventure Escape Mysteries, Lost Ruins, Revenge on Atlantis, Chapter 3 by HaikuGames. Let's begin. So we need to deliver Professor Burns to the hospital, but here's a blog post, and we need to find a way to pass through it. First, let's look at the talk between this merchant and the soldier. So they are not good to each other. Here you can find colored films. And what else do we have? Here in this car we can take the windshield scraper. So this windshield scraper is used to scrape these posters and reveal the hidden symbols there on the background. So we can find 6 symbols, and also the symbols are the hint to open this crate. So the same symbols we can meet here on these colored films, and we can see that the first symbol corresponds for letter N. Here it is, and let's enter letter N here. Then second symbol is like that, arrow down with the dot. So let's look at it. And here it is, but we don't see the letter for it, so we need to adjust the corresponding symbols, and we can find that near this symbol here's letter O. So let's type O. Then third sign is for the just arrow up. Also let's find it. Letter up, or arrow up, is here for letter C. Next symbol is triangle pointing to the left with dot, and we can find it here it is, and it is already letter T here. Next it's empty rhombus, and empty rhombus is where it is. So these parts are from the rhombuses. So here we can see this rhombus and letter I, and the last letter is for this shape, triangle pointing down with dot. So we can find it here. We need to find the letter for it, and it is there on this background, so it corresponds for letter S. So like a Noctis, we've got sleeping pills, and we've got a remote control. So this remote is from these lights. This would be the hint, but first we need to take off this solder, and we need to put some somniferous into the T. And give it to the soldier. So now he is asleep, and we can solve this puzzle. So we can see 2 lights, pink and yellow, left and right. So for the first digit we have to count pink lights on the left and pink lights on the right side, and get the sum of them, and we can see 4 and 2, so it should be digit 6 here for the first sign. Let's enter digit 6. Then for the second digit we have to count yellow on the left and pink on the right for the second set of lights. Yellow on the left and pink on the right, and we have yellow 4 and pink also 4. So it should be digit 8 here. Here the same signs, but the set of lights is another, and we have to count for the third set, a yellow on the left yellow on the left 2, and the pink on the right was also 2, so it is digit 4. Then 2 both yellow for the fourth set, 1 2 3, and 4 we have 4 and 2 here, so it is digit 6. And yellow and pink once again for the last set, 1 2 3 4, and 5 yellow 1 and pink also 1, so it's just digit 2 here. And now we can delete our records from their database to be able to pass freely for the blog post. And now let's drive further. And next our task is to move through the city to the laboratory and avoid soldiers and taking fuel. Okay, we have a certain amount of fuel, so let's just move 1 2 3 4 to reach this tower and be able to get the command for one of the soldiers to move to another location. So first we need to move the soldier on this way. So now we can move through this gas station and make the hook around and get some fuel once again. And next let's ride to another tower. Okay, that was wrong, so let's start once again, moving this soldier here, then to the gas station, next the gas station, then from this gas station we can only reach this station, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, then go into another tower, taking away the soldier from the road and reaching here, and from this tower we can give a command to remove another. So run into another gas station, then to another tower to make give a command, and finally we can reach the hospital. There we have to solve one more puzzle, so we need to this Dr. Akoya has a scroll of mode, a powerful spell to deal with these spirits inside Professor. And now our task is to get this lock from this box that is locked with 5 masks. We have only 3 masks, so two more masks to find. Sparkle, tweezers. Then what else? Let's take this photo. To my token here, and we have a key. So this key is to open this drawer. Here we can take candles and chalks. We will use them at the very end. Go into the next room. So here's a small submarine and identity card in the pool. So we can get it with this pool net. And then it is used to open this lock. And here's inside a lab journal that we will also use later. Here in the box we can find the head, and let's make an X-ray analysis of this head. So we can see it's teeth and some of them are kind of highlighted. We need to remember their positions and look at this teeth plan. Let's call it like that. So these symbols are to enumerate. This means 1, and this kind of arrow to the left means 10. So the teeth that you can see on the X-ray has numbers. For the upper jaw we have middle are 8 and 9. So this 8, 7, 6, 8, 5, 8, 11 and 13. 5, 8, 11, 13. And this is the code to open here. 5, 8, 11 and 13. So we have found the first mask. Then go in there again. Now we need to get the battery from this drone to charge it, and we have hint of this colored dials, and also we can find that the same colors on the maps here. Now let's look at the submarine, and we can see its name, but if we split its name into pairs of letters for MA, and for the first green here, so for the MA country we have Morocco, MA, and we need to count green pins, 1 and 2 green pins here. Then second is yellow, and yellow for the LY. LY is here, and yellow 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then once again green, and green is for the EH. So EH is and green 1 and 2. Then blue. Blue is for the NE. NE is here, and blue we can count 1, 2, 3 and 4. And red. Red is for the DZ. DZ, it's here, and red we have 1, 2 and 3 pins, only 3 pins. 1, 2, 3. Then we can take the battery, charge it here at the station. Put it back here. And then let's roll deep in the sea to get the mask. This roller can only move straight and turn to the right, and we have battery charge at only 48 movements. So let's make these movements like that. So it's the correct solution. And we have finally found the second mask, and now we can try to open this lock, this box. So 5 masks. Now let's take the samples, splinters from each of these masks, and to define which of them oldest and so on. So we can see there are dry and healthy trees on this mask, so it's a hint. And if we examine this these splints, we can get that these types of wood have different percentages of radiocarbon, and that means that we need to rearrange them in that given order. So starting from the less or the hedges. The hedges means the less healthy trees. So this would be the first, then green, then let's call it yellow, then brown, and then this striped. And this first is the brown goes here, then green is for this position. Hey, okay, then goes this one, it is in the center. White is here, and like that. So that's the correct order for the masks, and we have found the scroll of mode. Let's take it and make a ritual to recall for the memories of this supernatural spirits, and read the scroll and watch the end of the chapter. So if this video helped you, don't forget to leave like, subscribe, and go in to play the fourth chapter further. Now we can see that Professor Burns has gone. He has captured the submarine and run away. So in the next chapter we will be searching for him somehow.